Hey, I'm back earlier than usual. This is a really big week. Oh my God. So, we had equinox, new moon, and this next thing is something that astrologers of all over the place, maybe if you've been hearing about it, yeah. So, Pluto moving into Aquarius, and that Ah, shifting things up and on a really big, on a really, really big level, because these very, very slow moving planets, Saturn moved into Pisces, and so that is a very slow moving planet, but Pluto even slower. And so when it goes into a new sign, things radically shift. Not right away, sometimes it takes a good 20 years or something for it to actually start to make it to the surface because Pluto is it kind of starts from like a lotus, starts from the murky mud down below, and then you start to see the results of what it is that it is transforming. It is a very um it's a very, I would say, psychological and shamanic, like magical planet. It likes to transform. It's like an alchemist where it will it will move through and then begin to dismantle everything in its path for the highest and best. So it's all for the sake of evolution and growth and well-being. And it's not just one being, it's all beings' well-being. And so that can make sometimes for us humans living in a very out of balance kind of way with the earth, with our bodies, can be very dismantling. And so taking a look at what Pluto energy, most of the time it is looked at as a malefic, as not no good can come of this. However, that's a very superficial way of looking at it. And what is actually happening is it's taking away, eroding away the different things that are not serving your highest and best good. That can be very uncomfortable because a lot of what this means is ego death. We have an attachment to a certain identity or a certain idea. I mean, identity works, a certain identity. And when that identity falls away, we're in some kind of crisis of who am I? What am I doing? It can definitely get you started from square one. If you weren't on a path that was really serving you well. And so jumping from equinox energy, which really puts us back into balance. It's a very stabilizing energy. And then straight into new moon right after that, where we in Aries, where we start to take a look and really envision. And if you look at that last reading that I posted, it was all about envisioning a future that is bright and beautiful, and that we are so protected and so encouraged to dream a big dream. And then two couple days later, so March 20th, equinox, 21, new moon, and then the 23rd is when Pluto makes its first little dip into Aquarius. And it's right there. If you just imagine that this is the like a zodiac, this is a big zodiac wheel. And here's the line. And right here we've got Capricorn, and then we've got Aquarius. And Pluto has been hanging out right here, Capricorn, and then it moves into Aquarius. And then it retrogrades and goes back into Capricorn. And then it comes right back again. And then it continues. And so it's making a little arc over a certain spot on the zodiac wheel. It's always very interesting to see where it's choosing to do its retrograde, because that is a very karmic place. in the zodiac. Who knows what? For what? I don't know. That would take a very cosmic eye to see how it all fits together. But one way that you can zero in and start to see the piece of your little pie, your puzzle, and how it fits is to take a look at where does Pluto land in your zodiac? And then look at the house, look at the sign, and take a peek and see where is Pluto transiting. So the first one is to take a look at when you were born, your natal chart, pulling up a chart and seeing where do you have Pluto and where does it live? And then taking a look when you say, okay, let me see the transits to see where is it moving across the outside of your zodiac wheel. And that will start to give you some clues. First of all, what your internal scorpionic, plutonic, because Pluto and Scorpio, they're very much aligned. So taking a look and seeing, how does that energy already live in you? And then how is that planet actually pulling and pushing and molding and shaping your internal energy? Because you and everything outside are constantly negotiating how to walk and move and be in this world. So, how is Pluto playing with your energy? And that is something you'll have to take a peek at and see. So, what this little thing is, we're going to do a reading real quick, probably just a short one, to see, first of all, what is Pluto coming in to tell us, this little pod, this little soul tribe? Because I do feel like we have a little group here and we're all so connected in heart and in spirit. And we parallel in some ways. So what's going on here in my life is probably in some way we're connected. So what's going on in your life, what's going on in my life, there will be parallels and there will be ways in which we are similar and the ways in which we're walking this path together because we are connected. So, and then the differences really showcase what it is that we're learning about each other. So here we go. Pluto. Let's hang out with Pluto for a little bit. And what does Pluto want us to know? Well, that was quick. That was quick. Well, living in the now, cetacean dolphin energy. Wow. Okay. And that literally just as soon as I asked, it slid right out of the deck. There's no denying. So living in the now. So that fully makes sense of, whenever you have these different forces inside, outside, reshaping, remolding, everything is changing. The only thing that is constant is right here, right now. And so we've got the dolphin energy reminding us to play and to be in the curiosity of what is unfolding and what is happening, and remembering to use all of these different bits of information coming our way as ways to shine a light into the dark of the unknown, of what it is. Where are we going? What are we doing? So living in the now. All right, let's pull another one. Living in the now. Okay, Pluto, what else would you like us to know? Living in the now. What else would you like us to know? Dear friend Pluto, the one tiny itty bitty little planet with a heart on it. It's so cute. Oh, so many, so many. Hive mind. Balance. Okay, that's cool because Pluto is moving into Aquarius at the time of the equinox. The equinox portal, the new moon portal, is still open at the time of Pluto going into Aquarius. So it's almost as if we are venturing into a portal with this Pluto energy, bringing back balance. What is out of balance is going to return to balance. And then this, calling all our parts home. I don't know if you guys have been experiencing this, but for me, in my own healing journey, I have been experiencing many, many, many past live imprints, energies, times in which, I mean, I was at a ceremony not that long ago where I literally was sitting there and I looked at my hair and it turned, it was a different texture. It was almost as if I had samurai hair. It was long and black and silky, and it was me in a version of me that is not now. It was a past version of me. And that was very cool. Very, very cool. And what that little moment was reminding me of is that I was perhaps some type of warrior, and I still am. And that I still carry that with me. And it lives in the power of my hair, which is probably why I love to have it so, so very long. So, but for you, what have you noticed? Have you been experiencing flashes, memories, dreams, coming out of a meditation, having seen different past life pieces of your puzzle? Have you experienced that? And then also, the things that are triggers in us do carry an energy that happened either in our childhood, which is kind of like a past life when you get old enough. It's almost like, wow, who was I when I was that old? But then those things that we came in with, those actually are energetic little echoes from what was even before that, before we came in, and before we chose the parents that we chose, and chose the siblings and the place that we live, and all of these different scenarios that we would experience. So yeah, I would love to see if you guys have experienced any past life energies, and how is it that you unpack that, or how do you integrate that information when you receive it. So the next thing we've got is hive mind, balance, and calling all our parts home. Ooh, Pluto energy. The way that I feel Pluto energy, it's the of our own little solar system. It is the very last one out on the rim, exploring the unknown, taking in all the information from all of the galaxies. Like, I see this as all different stars, galaxies, and bringing that information to us to integrate, to actually start to I mean, the word integrate is really big right now, of starting to see, how do we fit in that honeycomb? What piece is us? What piece is them? What piece is you? And allowing it to just find its own balance. I feel like this is going to take a long time. Like, Pluto stays in a sign for 200 something years. It's a long time. And so things are going to come into a certain kind of balance in that Aquarian energy, which is very eccentric. It's very visionary. Aquarian energy is like the mad scientist, or the time traveler, or like the Nikola Teslas where they seem to have a finger on the pulse of wow, of new technology. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm seeing like this Pluto into Aquarius is definitely going to bring some new technology up to the forefront as old technologies, and I'm talking about different things that haven't really been working in technological structures, how those things will fall away and start to actually bring in new energy in the technological fields. And it makes sense, like, AI stuff is just booming like crazy. We'll probably see some really radical new AI stuff going on. And one of the things I feel with the living in the now and this all happening at the time of the equinox and the new moon and Aries is starting to balance out these different ways in which we've been making technology in a way that doesn't serve us very well. Not entirely. What does serve us is like, here I am, I'm talking to you, you are somewhere else on the planet, and we are connecting through time and space in this spot right here. And that right there is a technological phenomenon. It's absolutely mind-blowing if you really think about it, that I am here talking to you at 4:30 in the afternoon somewhere, and it doesn't matter what time it is because it's all now. It's all happening right now. Whenever you push play, here I am. So what's interesting though is that we have these pieces of technology that really serve us, and the way that it's serving us is in building connection, and then also in the way in which we can start to put more pieces of the puzzle together. You know something, I know something, he knows something, and we all start putting that together. Hive mind, where we start to see what it is we are building and what we're doing together. And there's some things though that are really out of whack, really out of balance. The addiction to technology, us using so much technology that we forget that we have a body, we forget that outside exists. How many times have you been like, oh my gosh, I have not put my feet on the ground? Well, these things are us. Um, it's the out of whack technology, and also the fact that there are some technologies that are straight up harmful, radiation, and you know just us looking at a screen too long and how that can be damaging to our eyes. Well, what I think, and this is totally just what I'm feeling coming through right now, is that we have an opportunity at this time to envision a way in which technology can be beneficial to our biological systems. And rather than when we use technology, we take years off our eyes or something like that, that maybe there is a way that we could invent and imagine. This is all in the imaginary realm at the moment, where we all are crystallizing what we are dreaming about the future. But we could all envision a future where technology actually serves us as humanity, connecting us, and as biological beings. How about that? I mean, how about that? Because the next card is calling all our parts home, really bringing all of our essential pieces back into balance, into harmony, so that we can collectively be present with what is and what is happening. And that really is incredibly powerful and requires responsibility, our own inner authority to come out and shine, and really doing some things that require some hard work to get back into balance. Although I am hearing that it is totally imagined that it is hard work, and that the more we actually come in to balance with ourselves right now. I just love how the colors line up like that. The easier it is, because that's actually what I'm seeing. It's like this alignment of Pluto coming into Aquarius is actually starting to carve out things that are hindering you in your life force energy. And so all that falls away with Pluto energy is just kiss it goodbye. Just let it go with grace and let it go with ease without struggle, because it is calling your pieces home. But that's where you come into play, because Pluto is not creating things, it's carving out space for you to create things. That's where you come in and you call your pieces home, and call them in with authority. Call them in so that you can become a sovereign individual. You can become free in whichever way that means for you. So I would not be surprised if there are many different um, systems, and I keep going back to technology. So perhaps um, different systems that fall away. So that is very interesting. I want to just we'll pull a star seed. I love this deck. And this is very, we're going into the cosmos with this one. So what else is going on with this Pluto into Aquarius energy? And what do we need to know about that right now? What do we need to know about that right now? Do we need to know about that right now? Hmm. 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 Okay. So I see star brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Okay. Star brothers. This feels wow. This feels really, really powerful. I usually, there's a lot on this on the readings of bringing in the divine feminine and how it's starting to come back into alignment. And but something else that has really been lacking is, you know, an alignment of the brothers as well, of that beautiful male energy, star brotherhood of, yeah, I feel this like that Horus energy is that falcon, that golden falcon energy. I just see like a hawk flying straight through the eye of the sun. That is the energy that I feel from this card right now. And it's interesting that it's coming back online as Pluto goes into Aquarius. And then this one, blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So that piece about like ego death, and I don't like, there's nothing scary about it. It can be a little, but then again, it's because, how much you work to be in balance and actually take the poop goggles off. Like really just unsmear those lenses and see what it is that's falling away. So um but spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. And I see this as like help coming in from this doorway. The blue flame, I almost feel like that is very, very cosmic, almost like the doorway where this energy of the hawk can fly through. I feel like these are big helpers, big, big time helpers with this energy that's gonna, I mean, it's here to reshape so much. Activation and protection, bringing us back into balance. I wonder if many of us will experience like Kundalini energy coming back online. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just that feels like this kind of energy just feels like a bottle of effervescence that is like you uncork the bottle and all these bubbles just come shooting up to the top. And we've got some time because this is just the first little dip into Aquarius, and then it's going to go right back because we've got some more work to do in Capricorn. We're finishing up some things in Capricorn. And so it is going to just skate right back for some time. Let me pull up because I actually had the dates on here. So yeah, okay. So it's going to go right on back in June 11. It will go back into Capricorn and then it will stay there until January. And so January 2024, that is where, oh, there's one more dip. We've got some Capricorn work to do. It seems like it goes over that cusp, the Capricorn Aquarius cusp twice because it goes back June 11 and then January 12th Aquarius and then September 1st Capricorn and then November 9 Aquarius and then that is where it stays. Aquarius until I don't know, without sitting here Googling a bunch. For a long time. So, yeah. So, it would be very interesting to take a peek at that particular spot where Pluto is going to make several rounds carving away something that is essential to your well-being, like something that is keeping you stuck. It's helping. Remember, it's helping. It's helping. And so blue flame, I hear a lot of, working with the violet flame. This comes up a lot. Work with the violet flame. But what about the blue flame? And I hear the blue flame is here. I feel that as throat chakra. Like this is throat chakra activation, big time. And Aquarius, it's visionary and it's outspoken. It loves to, I mean, I kind of see Aquarius as very charming, marches to their own drum. Its ancient ruler was Saturn, but its modern ruler is Uranus. But when you put those two together, the ancient ruler is Saturn, Capricorn, and its modern ruler is Uranus, which is like mad scientist, visionary, imaginative, the one that illuminates things. It's spontaneous awakening, that's for sure. And then, but it's paired with the discipline of Saturn. And right now, with Saturn in Pisces, this is spiritual discipline that we're going through. And this is going to be an activation of us in our truth, speaking our truth, and speaking our truth, it all goes back up here where then we know our truth. I don't know if this happens to you sometimes where you won't quite know what it is that you're thinking or trying to figure out, and until you're working it out as you're speaking with a friend, and how maybe sometimes it takes a little while to like unravel all of the things. And you say some things that maybe you're like, I'm not sure if this is true. You play with the energy that's coming from you. And I feel like that will be kind of what we're doing. We're fumbling through learning this karmic lesson of expression coming back online. And this like star brother, wow. This I feel is an illumination of that crown chakra. So it would be interesting to take a look at the rest of the chart. I haven't done that yet to see what all is happening that day. But some big brotherhood energy is coming in with this activation. I definitely feel right now like this is some big star teacher energy, like Merlin, Thoth, like ancient name is Tehuti. This is like perhaps we will start to really maybe put into practice a little bit, or start to uncover some secrets of uh, ancient knowledge that has been buried. Because when Pluto comes in with its excavation skills, it's going to leave things um, open visibly. So secrets about technology will be uncovered eventually, and will lead to a huge technological boom that we can't even imagine yet. Like we literally can't even imagine what it will look like because it has not happened yet. So I am very curious to, I'm just going to have to live 200 years so I can see what truly unravels and happens in that time. Ah, that would be wild. Okay, so last little thing. I'm gonna pull a word. This is the Sovereign Oracle, and I love how it just gives us a word. That was interesting. It was just like that. Order. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna read it because they have little words. Find a drawer and organize it, literally or metaphorically. Take command and aim for your desired result. Find the right sequence. Be careful of perfectionism. I kind of see this as kind of like I see this as like Pluto coming in to actually do this, of organize the Aquarian drawer. And isn't that interesting that we are stepping into the age of Aquarius, that the Kali Yuga, the one of the longest, not longest, but a very long segment of time, measurable time, 26,000 years of us moving through the different signs very, very slowly. And we are tipping into the Aquarian time. We were in the Piscean age for thousands of years, and now we're moving into the Aquarian time, where we will live for thousands of years exploring the Aquarian drawer. And here Pluto is going to be cleaning up. It's going to go and spark some joy in the Aquarian drawer to find out what needs to go, what's going to stay for humanity's sake. And so that is next level sparking joy. So we will be seeing some things radically shift, radically change, and coming back into order. order. Again, the calling all our parts home and the oh, hive mind, hello. Where'd it go? Balance. The balance. And I love that this card is the Arcturians. And I have been feeling big time. I have not taken the painting down in weeks. Maybe it's been a month or so. I don't know. Of this particular painting, which is for me a nod to the Star Brothers, those Arcturian Star Brothers that are really, they're helping us build trust with ourselves. They're helping us put order in ourselves. Like we are becoming more ordered inside if we're really paying attention, which that I think is the living in the now. Like really start to pay attention. Where are you at right now in your development? Because I'm sure you've actually come a long, long, long way. All right. I think that's that for now. So we shall see. Let's meet up in 200 something years and chat about if this reading was right. All right. I will see you again very, very soon. Yeah, until next time. Bye.